Howdy y'all, some of you might know me, some of you might not. My name is Kenneth Orozco. I am from Hennepin Technical College, well mostly the Eden Prairie campus. And I'm here to try to run for Leaderman President and help my fellow peers and everyone else, and students and parents. One thing to introduce me about is my associate's degree, well mostly, more than one. I am pursuing a 2 years in mechatronics. Well, in between my 2 year, I decided to go for another in automation, robotics, engineering technology, and a certificate in robotics arc welding. Probably you might not know about that. Some of you might know what that might be like, but for me, that's interesting. You're probably wondering, what is one thing I try to empower students or help them with? One, for starters, I try holding small discussions with students, like inviting them, not like official like clubs or anything. I try to host little snack parties, venues. I try to advise people to go to student senate meetings, to join, to know more what us senators are trying to help them with. Mostly, I try to experiment by asking students, teachers, and parents of students how and what struggles of tuition or community colleges are difficult for them for higher education. Second thing I try to experiment, well, mostly survey on my own, is asking other presidents and senators of their colleges something that they struggle with. I try giving little pointers and advice. Some of them said it helped, worked. Others, they said they're trying to improve. That's something I want to focus more, helping others as well. How will I reach out to students in next year's to advocate for change? That's one thing I want to see more, helping students and senators reach out together, build that bridge back together. Because probably during or before COVID, everyone didn't want to communicate. We were all isolated. That's something I want to bring back, that connection. Probably you or your senators see that in connections with students, you don't see students joining. I want to help your campus as well, build that connection back with students, find strategies, find something to bring and build that connection. To be more serious, my top priority, if I was to be elected next year, is the improvement for resource rooms on other students' campuses, help them try to manage funding for it, like advocate, as well as help students with their cafeterias to open up. I've, in my own time, asked students how and before what it was like with the cafeterias open and their own reasons they got from their administrators why it's closed. Some say it's a cost issue. Some say it's either Department of Health or opening it up, getting the green light. For me, that's the top priority for having food and resources available for students, for over 100,000 students through a vast majority of campuses. That's one of my top priorities, accessibility. You're probably wondering, why am I so motivated for this? What made me run for student senate president on my campus and commit more activity in Leaderman? Well, specifically, I follow a lyric of a song that goes by this in a phrase: do the impossible, see the invisible, and touch the untouchable. Those are what made me lead to the goals to achieve these, what motivated me to come this far and try to run for president and help my fellow students, and so that this doesn't break down and there wouldn't be problems. I want to see if we can resolve those problems.